We are in southwest Utah. In fact, those mountains over there are probably in Nevada. Heading over that way to the Great Basin National Park in Nevada. Anyway, crossing this giant flat Lake Seaver out there. Miles and miles and miles of flat. This road I've been driving on for the last half an hour, straight as an arrow. And you can see why. There's nothing to go around. Miles of nothing. Sagebrush and rabbit brush.
Washed out over with the flash. So just some advice, it's kind of better to not use the flash sometimes. So this is the Gothic Palace. I sometimes do. You may hear some dripping. It drips a little bit more when we get further back into the cave. But we have a lot of animals that live down here that are blind and sightless. For millions of years, this has been an empty cavity where it has albinism and they don't have pigment, they can't produce pigment. Sometimes they lose their eyesight, they have some sort of deficiency with their eyesight. Those are situations that are not fun to be in. Okay, so is everybody in now? So, thank you. Now that I have you down in this tight passage deep underground, and we've been talking about cave rescue training. So I would like to talk about earthquakes here. We don't have any records of having earthquakes here. This actually is probably what's called a joint. It's expansion crack where all the weight of other layers have come off of the top, and this whole region is stretched out a little bit. And so there's an expansion crack, which probably was widened by water coming through, the acidic water that formed the cave. So if you do notice, if you can't see from the angle that you're at, there's a column that's offset. This is actually formed by condensation corrosion where it's been overcut at the top. You may see that it's built over, but it's not because this room widened or moved to the side. It's because it was actually corroded and fell over at the top. If there was an earthquake nearby, there are a couple different types of waves that would emanate out. And if you're on the surface, you would get that rolling.
This is an excellent example of cave behind you.
And if you have a flashlight, if you have this flashlight, do you want to take over from me while I move ahead and show people? Okay. Bring your light up to the cave bacon and hold your hand over the bottom so you don't blind anybody coming down. Okay. So, yeah, you guys see the cave bacon? And so when a few people come down, just until Nicole gets there, then just come on in. So we're looking at cave bacon, and watch for it as you come downstairs and point it out to each other. We're going to continue on.
That looks like bacon.
Yeah, that is bacon. Yeah, I'm pointing the light.
Especially when the light's on the back side of it.
It really does.
Shines right through it.
Can you see through it? It goes through it. You ready?
Yeah, the light really helps.
That's the bacon. This one? The cave bacon. I should.
That's not what they call it in Canada, though.
Look behind you.
Oh my goodness gracious, that's something.
Wow.
I'll just have to pick out some good ones when we get home. No.
So this is the lodge room, and the lodge room is named because the Ely's Elks used to use this as a convention center and an event center. So it's named after the Elks Lodge. But especially in the 1920s, this was promoted by the Forest Service as an event center that you can rent out. And Boy Scouts have camped here. We have historic photos of a band set up back in that area. And in the 20s, the entrance tunnel that we went through was not built yet. So people would dress up in their best clothes. We have lots of photos of people with these women with these ankle-length skirts with petticoats underneath them, and the lace-up boots, and the whole works, and their hats on, and they would get down those rickety ladders and squeeze your way through. They had taken buckets, people had taken buckets of sand, filled up all the rough spots. And this room, you can see all the stalactites that are broken off here. There's actually evidence that during the 20s, during the Prohibition era, that they had found, when they dug up the sand here, they uncovered things like bottle caps and stuff that was from Canada. So we think that people have been kind of using this as a sort of a speakeasy. It's like rent out a little area and then have a private party down here. And when they did uncover the sand, you see that there's this formation. A season where some seasons are wetter than others, and as it evaporated back, it formed layers. So, and then there's a signature there. The S.D. Smith, C.W. Rowlands, the Smiths and Rowland families, and there's Baker families here, and Absalom Lehman has a signature somewhere in this cave too, but not on the path. But those are kind of fun to look at.
Okay.
So let's move a few more people. Let's let Nicole see this too. So this is the cave shield. This edge here broke, and this is where it broke. So this is a continuation of this crack where the water came through the middle, went, built it out, and spilled over. So these we think are the little shorelines at different years of different types of different precipitation amounts, where water kind of came out, then hovered there, and then evaporated back and left that little shoreline. So it's really kind of a cool thing to look at. For sure. And now, so you know, in Carlsbad they have a 800-foot elevator and we just have this really long piece of tunnel. So you've seen some scary movies like The Shining. I'm sorry about this. Just make sure you don't close the door on anybody, and it can get kind of loud, so it's me. I'll make sure you
So we are in the Great Basin National Park in Nevada. We're right now just short of 9,000 feet. Nice viewpoint over the Great Basin itself. The miles of flatlands that we passed through earlier. Hardly get any precipitation here, but of course we're getting it now. We were underground in the Lehman Caverns for about an hour. Came back out to snow on the ground outside. It was just a passing snow shower. But it's snowing up there. Most of that valley there and those mountains on the other side are in Utah. We're just actually just a few miles into Nevada. I don't know, less than 10 or something like that. So here we are again, Canyonland,
Great Basin National Park.
Great Basin National Park. It was dry and overcast, and we decided to drive up the Snake Creek Canyon to set up in a free campus site. We drove up here. I'm sure you can hear this babbling brook right here. There's actually an amazing spring coming out right there. Anyway, come up here. Oh, the sun's coming out. We had to stop for about an hour. This storm came through, and it was snowing and raining and blowing, and I got the video cam just in time to capture some of that snow, and now it's just going to mellow out. Be nice for a while, I guess. We got our tent set up. I've been hunkered up here under the outhouse shelter, thinking it's a clean outhouse. I had to open up the door to put my back to it to keep the wind from blowing snow in here, but
Fortunately, it's the cleanest outhouse I've ever seen.
yeah, all right. Clean outhouse. Check it out, dog. It's a nice one. It's a national park. Now, the sun's coming out, the rain's almost stopping, so maybe we can finish setting up. Like I said, we got the tent set up. Didn't get any of our gear in there, but
It's dry.
got it set up so it'll be dry inside. Did not want to transport a bunch of wet gear. We almost got a tarp set up, and then it just started raining and snowing so hard. And at about 40 degrees, you just don't want to get soaking ass wet. So just kind of took our time, waited out, and it looks like it's paying off. Getting brighter by the moment, so we can still make this work. Over and out. Connie's in there inflating the air mattress so we can get all our stuff in the tent while it's still dry. Because this is what I see coming over the mountains. Big dark clouds. Probably going to snow again. And here's a phenomenon we have not seen before. This is on Snake Creek. The creek bed down below us is dry. We're driving up this road, and here's these two pipes. The downhill side of the road Mount Whistler up there. Anyway, for those of you that have followed our trip so far into this adventure, here we are. Some people thought I was probably hamming it up about the snowfall and all that. May 20th, 1999. There's my faithful camping
What did you
companion.
say? 1999?
Yeah. Isn't that the date? That's what it says on my camera.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Just had cataract surgery. 2019? Oh my God. I just lost 20 years. You know, we might wake up and have a dry tent to pack away yet. I don't know. It's always a bitch packing a wet tent. Gotta find a place to dry it out, but there you go. Well, there's another mountain opening up there above the truck.
I think it's pretty obscured by clouds for your
Yep, you
viewers.
see a little piece of it. My faithful GMC with the rebuilt motor and transmissions have been hanging in there, so maybe it'll get us home. It probably will. If I had a Ford, I wouldn't be so optimistic, but you know how it goes. Later, folks.